What's up, internet? Jossie Joss back again, and we are here with another, I guess, episode, video, whatever, of our terrible unboxings during quarantine. We are currently 6 months into this crazy pandemic. Again, with the whole unprecedented times, I'm still furloughed from the Disneyland Resort, and I am still making these videos featuring the fresh baked cookie crate. This is the September box, September 2020, and I was debating on whether or not I wanted to renew for the next 3 months again. So that would be October, November, and December. So basically the rest of the year. And I said, why the heck not? The way that the year has been. I haven't worked since March. It is now September. You can do the math there. I'm sure I'm not the only one out there who's in the same boat. So we've just been thriving as best we can, striving and surviving. So this brings me joy, being able to make these cookies and making these videos for you guys. Also, it gives you kind of an insight on how I'm doing, if those of you out there that actually care about a perfect stranger that's making cookies on the internet. Anyway, these cookies actually came a little bit late because we're nearing the end of September. Usually these come in the beginning of the month, like the first week, but they were having some shipping issues. So, I mean, hashtag save the USPS. I actually just got a sticker the other day from a company called Move On, and they do lots of petitions and things online, striving towards the betterment of our government, of our nation, and encouraging everyone to vote and letting their voice be heard and whatnot. And one of their big things is they actually had a promotion on their website saying, just give us your mailing address and we'll send you a free sticker about mail carriers. And so I got one, and I put and it features the hashtag save the post office, because they are very important to us. And without the post office, I wouldn't have been able to get this fresh baked cookie crate in the mail and other boxes that I've gotten in the past and things like that. And I'm sure you guys have not received certain things that you should be receiving in the mail, or should be receiving without the mail. So save our mail carriers, save the post office, use your voice and vote. Yesterday was National Voting Registration Day, so I made a couple posts on social media to help promote it, to let my friends and those who haven't registered to vote to register to vote, or to check if they are registered to vote. And if you are registered to vote, apply to vote by mail as soon as you can. I know there are some states that are already doing early voting, so that's awesome. Let your voice be heard, especially this year. It's probably the most important election of our lives, of this generation, so we need to make sure that we get out there and do what we need to do to get things done. Anyway, back to the cookie box. We're gonna open this bad boy up. So like I said, this is the September 2020 fresh baked cookie crate. The theme, I believe, is, oh no, the pause on my TV went off. Hold on, this is live. We are live. Sorry, I had to turn off the TV. I was watching something before this video, and then I paused it, and I didn't think about just turning it off. Whatever. Anyway, I opened the seal. Let's see what's in the box. Oh, here we go. Creme Brulee cookies instructions. So I think last month they went for a digital version of the instructions, and they probably got some feedback saying that was more difficult. They want something tangible to hold. I'm kind of one of those people. I didn't complain, I just dealt with it. But I'm kind of glad that they brought back the physical booklet type deal. Plus, there's pictures exactly on how to do all the instructions based off of the cookie itself, which is great, because some people are more visual than audio or whatever, so that's good. So that, they brought back the one cookie test cart so you can kind of figure out and troubleshoot the cookies. Alright, so now let's see what's in here. First off, got their random packet of vanilla extract. I always love that. They have, so they have two different sugars. I think the same type of sugar. Oh no. Okay, so there's an organic cane sugar. I'm assuming this goes inside the cookie. This is just part of the regular cookie base. And then this is the creme brulee topping with it's vanilla sugar. So it's regular sugar infused with Madagascar vanilla. So that should be good. You can even see inside, you can see all the vanilla beans in there. So those aren't bugs, guys. That's vanilla beans. Okay. We got some creme brulee chocolate. Interesting. I've never seen that before. Creme brulee chocolate. Or not creme brulee chocolate. Sorry. This is for the creme brulee cookie. I'm not reading the label right. That's what happens when Jocelyn doesn't get a lot of sleep. It says Valrhona. Valrhona is a great brand of chocolate, by the way, if you're doing baking and stuff. Valrhona chocolate, Balm. But this is a blonde chocolate. So it's super, super light chocolate. It's like borderline white chocolate, but not. That's why it's still a little brown. So, interesting. Apparently I'm making some type of ganache in the recipe, so didn't know that. Good to know. We got our flour. It's got flour, baking soda, sea salt pack, all mixed together, sifted together and stuff. There's a lot of this brown paper. I mean, it is fall after all. Today is technically the first day of fall. Or was it yesterday? Something like that. Basically, summer's done. Summer went poof. And like a firework in the wind. More like a fart in the wind, honestly, to be honest, the way the year's been. Let's see what else we got. So next is a tea. So we got some single-serve tea, honey tea. Self-serve tea bags with 100% natural honey. Ooh, that's good. My throat hasn't been the best recently. A lot of the fires in Southern California and the West Coast in general have been messing with the air, and that affects my lungs, and so I've been coughing, kind of coughing up phlegm. It's really disgusting. So tea might actually be very soothing, and I might have a cup of this later on tonight. So that's kind of cool. Let me see what else is in here. Lip balm. So this is a creme brulee lip balm. It's branded by the Fresh Baked Cookie Company. So that's actually kind of cool, especially with the way that the air has been. It's been really dry. So lip balm will be very helpful. I'm trying to see if there's anything buried under this paper stuff, besides the big thing that's staring at me. Because sometimes I've missed things in the past. All right, no. So that's it. All right, so the last thing I think is actually really cool, and I'm surprised that they're actually giving it to us. It's a freaking Brulee torch, okay? So I'm like, what? What? So it's an actual torch. I believe I need to provide the butane, though, because I don't think they gave me the butane for it. Yeah. So I'd have to find butane in order to fuel this, in order to use the torch. But the fact that they gave the torch as part of the box, that's pretty awesome. And it's their own brand. See, it's their own, like, they packaged it themselves and they put it into themselves. And so that's really cool. Yeah, I just saw the bottom of the package says butane not included. And I'm like, well, yeah, it could explode on impact when it arrived at my house. So I'm glad it didn't. But that is it for the September 2020 Fresh Baked Cookie Crate box. I will be back again with the result of what I've done. Hopefully I get some butane soon to do that. But yeah, so that will be the next part of this video, and I'll see you then. Bye, guys. What's going on, internet? Jossie Joss here, and it's been a few days since the first part of the video that I filmed. There were some issues with the butane torch that I received in the Fresh Baked Cookie Crate box. I had actually ordered some online, and apparently it was the wrong size. So, yeah, that was kind of a bummer. But thankfully my aunt had some butane stored away, just in case. She has a portable stove stored in the garage, and it has a ton of butane cans. So apparently, we had the right size. So woohoo, who knew? But anyway, I was able to get that. So once I got that taken care of, I baked the cookies. I baked them today. It was very hot today. This dough was not cooperating. It reminded me almost of the Linzer cookies from a few months ago, or last month, or something like that. But where the dough just wasn't solidifying as best as I could. Plus, it almost seemed like I received less than what I normally should have received, because I was only able to make 12 cookies. Normally, I'm usually able to make like 2 dozen, so 24, but this time, not so much. But in the end, I was able to make cookies. Cookies were completed, and because of the heat, they kind of spread all over the place. They were kind of ugly looking, but you know what? It's not about what's on the outside, it's what's on the inside that counts, because they smelled good, and I didn't burn them. They just looked all melty. But here's one of them. You can tell that it had a round edge at some point, but it kind of melted into its sides. And then I put some of the extra sugar that they provide. They provided an extra little pouch of vanilla sugar for you to put on top. You also roll the balls of dough in before they bake into the sugar as well. And then I use a torch to torch it on top. So you got that little crusty thing on top. So now here's the big thing. What do they taste like? I don't know. It's stuffed with the chocolate ganache. It says on the instructions it's white chocolate, but when I melted the chocolate with the heavy cream, it almost looked like brown, almost like a caramel. So that's what I'm taking it, like comparing it to, like a dulce de leche or something. So here we go. There's a little crunch from the caramelized sugar on top and the sugar that the dough is rolled in. But it's pretty good. It's very buttery because the butter that's used in here is melted compared to like just creaming butter. But it's good. Caramelly and sweet, but not too sweet. It's nice. It's a very simple cookie. I'm guessing that the ganache is supposed to be in there to represent kind of like when you crack into a real creme brulee, that oozy, gooey custard that's normally in there. My cookies don't have that. I'm sure other people who've baked these cookies were able to get that in cooler climates. It's like 100 degrees in California right now in the end of September. Whatever. Anyway, but yeah, the cookies were good. They were delicious. I enjoyed them. And as I previously mentioned, at least I don't know if I previously mentioned, but it's in the description for sure. I ended up subscribing again for the next 3 months. So I am getting the October, November, and December boxes for 2020 because why the F not? It's 2020. I might as well have at least one good consistent thing going on monthly. That's all I can really say about that. But that's it. That's all for this video. And if you like the cookies, I have a link in the description box below talking about with a link for the fresh baked cookie crate and all of my social media and all that stuff's down there if you're interested in randomly following some random Filipino girl from Cerritos. So, but until then, stay safe, stay sane, and have a good one.